Please, when you wake up, continue as though this were just a bad dream. What is the meaning of this? Father, don't you remember? Raidou saved me from Dawn. Aren't you ashamed of yourself to take his friends hostage and threaten him? Raidou, tell me what happened. But first, come inside. It's not polite to keep our guests on the feet. Akane led Raidou, Narumi, and Akijiro into the Sukigata mansion. The music just gets better from here on out. Fucking boss music's final boss music, epic. And then a boss right before the final boss. Oh, that music just mind-blowing. Raidou explained the circumstances of the investigation. Akane Nakijiro. So that's what happened. That damn son of mine. I didn't think he'd be here already. Just when the marriage ritual was about to start, it's as if he's hell-bent on interfering. Akane, Raidou told me about Sukigata village and the Tento Lords, and about the marriage ritual. We know. I know there's reasons behind the relationship between the Tento Lords and Sukigata village, but there's something to be said for resisting the status quo. You're entitled to a future too, you know. Even if something you learned from a certain young man. I'm very glad to hear you say that, but I'll just accept that you think so and leave it at that. Giving up my life is necessary to ensure a future for Sukigata village. I wouldn't dream of resisting the wedding to the Tento Lords. It would hurt the Sukigata name and the pride of the Tento crest. Raidou, Narumi. I asked you to chase after Dawn, and if Dawn entered the Tento Sanctuary, then of course, unaware of the circumstances, you'd follow him. I went too far. I hope you can forgive me. Dawn is here. Things have gotten serious. I need your help. We can't let the marriage ritual fail. Please. I'm asking you too, Raidou Narumi. Completing the marriage ritual successfully, that's my last wish. Now, I need a Volt Demon pretty soon. Afterwards, Raidou and I went after Dawn to stop him from interfering with the marriage ritual. We worked day and night to score every inch of Sukigata village, but we never found Dawn. Preparations for the marriage ritual continued, with fears of sabotage hanging in the air. And here we are, the night before the ritual, sitting in our room at the Fukuroku Inn. I believe, like, everything at this point is just story related, and I think pretty soon, things happen. Yeah, just stuff happens. I'm not gonna ruin anything yet. It's looking like this ritual will go on without knowing, with us knowing nothing about where Dawn's lurking. One other thing, I heard from the attendant that Tai went back to the capital. Apparently something urgent came up and the capital daily called her home. One minute the dame was held hostage by a clan of assassins, and next she's eating dinner and getting ready for work like nothing happened. She's one tough cookie. Speaking of Tai, there's a story she told me once. In olden days, people who could forge iron from iron ore were considered supernatural or magical. Her story is about a group of these people all immigrating to some village. The iron they forged made life in the village easier, and their iron goods brought in a lot of money. Everything was peachy between the immigrants and the villagers at first. The immigrants didn't look quite like the normal folks of the village. Humans can be a sad crew, huh? Once someone's fortune is made, they'll trample over whoever they have in order to protect it. The villagers started avoiding the immigrants and worried about what the neighboring villagers thought. Eventually, the village elder couldn't sit on the fence anymore and sent the immigrants into the mountains. To keep the villagers from following him up there, he started a rumor about the mountain curse. When I heard this part, I couldn't tell if the elder was a bad egg. So long as the villagers stayed away from the mountains, everything would work out for the immigrants, right? The immigrants might have been exiled, sure, but they've got their peace and quiet out of the bargain. What do you think, Raidou? If you were the elder, what would you have done? Send the immigrants up into the mountains, or put your foot down and get everyone to coexist? You don't have to think too hard on it. Just give me your gut feeling. What would you do? I think of a way to coexist. Honestly, that's my honest opinion. And sending the immigrants away like that, that's depriving them of, their own right. They deserve to interact with other humans, even if they do look a little strange or odd. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So, my honest opinion, I would have thought of a way to coexist, but what's done is done. Interesting. So you'd go that way, huh? You probably said that thinking it's wrong to discriminate, but how about this? What if the elder enforced coexistence solely to protect the villagers' source of income? Keeping the immigrants around as second-class citizens while making them pump out iron. Cruel, no? Seems a little cold-hearted to me to ignore a little cruelty for the sake of the status quo. I'm not saying your way is wrong. It's just it has its own problems. Each way has its own problems, Narumi. In the real world, there exists no perfect solution. I don't mean to get you down with all this. It's just hearing more about Sukigata and the Tento Lords remind me of that story. Goodness, I've been blathering on this long. Look at the time. We better take care not to oversleep. Tomorrow wouldn't want to miss Akane's big day. Garin will be there, so I'm not too worried, but you bet your life that Dawn will be there too. Oh yes. I think Garin probably knows of this whole Tento Sukigata going on. I mean, he is the devil summoner of this region. We call the luck that the heavens dole out to us fate. And there's no question that fate plays a big part in our lives. People talk big about forging your own destiny, and that's fine as far as it goes, but what if they're fated to try and pull it off? I wonder if our actions in this world will lead to the future we want. It is the dreamers of the day that are dangerous men, for they act upon their dream with open eyes. Mr. Narumi, is something wrong? It turned out in early for the night, but I couldn't sleep too well. I know you do not necessarily agree with the Sukigata village or Tento's theories, but we must stand steadfast. Your wavering may affect the young ones. Sorry, Garin. Didn't mean to cause a scene. Herp-a-derp. Nagi doesn't look too good, huh, Raidou? It needn't enter the bounds of your conjecture, Mr. Narumi. Alright, well, where the fuck did Garin go? Nagi and Garin, where the fuck did they go? What's wrong? It's a wedding, usually an occasion to celebrate. But when I think of Miss Akane, guess I'm in no mood to celebrate either. Yeah, I know how you feel, man. I know he. Oh, there he is. What's good, man? What's good? I heard from Nagi. Raidou, you learned the truth of the marriage ritual in the Tento Sanctuary, did you not? Removing Miss Akane from the ritual would be simple, but that is not the best way for us to help her. If she avoids the marriage ritual, she will bring shame upon herself for abandoning her home and earn the enmity of the villagers. By escaping an unfortunate situation, she may theoretically jeopardize the rest of her life. But, fuck, I can't even rebut this guy. He's just too badass. Too badass. You need to take a fucking anti-badass pill. All your badassery is gonna make me spin around. Fucking spinning top Raidou Kuzunoha. I'm gonna Beyblade you. Come on. Come on, let's go. Let's go, let it rip. Alright, let's start this bitch. All I can do is sit and watch Miss Akane sacrifice herself. I never felt so powerless. Even as Devil Summoner, I'm unable to intervene in this situation. Raidou, isn't there anything I can do? Master. Nagi, Prior to a mission is not the time to express doubt. You must eliminate this uncertainty. How many times must I tell you? You may struggle all you want in theory, but in the situation will not change. Nagi. Looks like the ritual is about to start, Gairin. Akijiro's here. 26 minutes of just story. You will wait here. Ah. Blarg, blarg, blarg. Disappoint. Alright. We can count on Don showing up, but how would he slip past this kind of security? Have you seen the nigga? He teleports. He fucking teleports, alright? He could probably slip past here. Pretty easily. Fuck, he can come out from the Tento Sanctuary, for all we know. Did you like comb his hair or some shit? After promising yourself to the Tento Lord and swearing yourself to our goods, drink the sake down in 3.5 sips. I will spend my life serving the Tento Lords. This I swear. Oh. I'm kind of hoping that Don will come in here a little sooner and stop this. Well, the sake might not have been the best, but the ritual is now complete. Oh no, it ain't. I mean, oh no, it ain't. That voice. What's good? That's my bug. What's good, Nyaga? Yeah, just back away. Just back away. I overslept a tad, but looks like I managed to make it just in time. The guest of honor had to arrive fashionably late to get the crowd going, don't you think? Hiya! Just white. I guess that implies that he kicked his ass. Oh, they just leave poor Nagi down there to like defend against those guys. They're gonna rape her. Don, you went through the process of coming here. Careful now, Nagi. I'm not the same fella I was yesterday. I hope. I hope. The guy surely knows how to defuse a situation. Below us. I mean, below us. Nagi. Oh, and you walk. Come on, Gary. Show a little more concern for your... Oh, never mind. Oh, he's going angry. He's going buck wild. Slow man jog. A master. Dawn. Gary, if you call yourself a devil summoner, why are you standing there instead of saving Akane from having to marry a monster? Well, I'm stepping in, even if it means I gotta go through you. Ooey. What the fuck did he do? Did he like go Super Saiyan Ninja mode? Nagi. I don't believe we have to fight anything right now. Pretty fancy footwork, Gary. Ain't too many fellas that could have avoided that one. Don't you fret about him, none, Nagi. It wasn't a serious shot. I thought we could agree in the process of compromise, but if it's a battle you wish instead, then there is no alternative. Your opponent shall be Nagi and myself. Abandon any theories you may hold about holding back. Stow it, Gary. You're not the one I came for. I got bigger fish to fry than you. I'll leave the rest up to you. Bigger fish to fry, huh? Meaning us? Or rather, his dad? Oh! Raidou, watch out! Don is on his way. Some epic ass shit right here. Yep. His old man. But brother! Oi! I'm here to rescue you, Kane, just like I promised. You. And right in the middle of the ritual, no less. You're a disgrace. What the fuck am I doing? Well, Dad, I figure there's no need to stand.